Hello, my friends. I am back, and we are talking more Synastry today. So, partners Mars, conjunct partners Saturn. What happens when we have this between us? So I call this the aspect of hot and not, because the Mars person is often very hot for the Saturn person. But the Saturn person is not so accepting of the attraction of the Mars person when we have this particular conjunction. Because this is where one person's sexuality, desire, drive, aggression meets somebody else's restriction, great care, carefulness, planning, structure. Saturn is cold, Mars is hot. So this is where these two parts of these two people meet up. So it's really about one person wanting something very much, which is the Mars person, and the Saturn person wanting to structure the desires of the Mars person. So, Saturn can often, the person's playing the role of Saturn, they can often want to focus, direct, funnel, organize the impulses, the drives, the sexuality, the energies of the Mars person. They can want to make something of it. So, often the Mars person is seen as immature or impulsive, or not structured as well as they could be. So the Saturn person often wants to take that on as their project. So they want to see the Mars person direct their energy towards something successful. They have this kind of a quality to them where they see kind of the Mars person as their ward. So the Mars person sees a certain quality of success in the Saturn person because they're actually, Mars is what we're, sexually attracted to and how we get what we want. And this part of somebody is meeting up with another part of somebody that is about structure and control. So the Mars person is actually attracted to that part of that person. So they see something in the Saturn person that they would like for themselves. That's why there is this attraction there. They're actually turned on by the business side of the Saturn person. The maturity, the deliberateness of the Saturn person makes the Mars hot. So it's a kind of a weird pairing because we have, one person's planet of, Mars is probably, the most basically immature planet because it's very impulsive, very youthful. Saturn is exactly the opposite. It's a planner. So we can see the Mars person very much wanting the Saturn person to let down their guard and indulge with them and accept their attraction. And, they want to be, accepted by the Saturn person so they can get busy. Well, there's a lot of sexual frustration that can result in this conjunction because Saturn a lot of times does not basically respect the energies and the advances in the attraction of the Mars person. Saturn always thinks it's up here. It is, the ruler originally of the 10th house. And so it has that energy of, I'm above everybody else, I know everything. And so the Mars person can, they want to be seen as a real contender for the Saturn person's affections and for their attention and for their love. But a lot of the time, we can see the Saturn person just doesn't really agree that Mars has what it's looking for. So you can see this one in long-term relationships. It's not going to keep two people necessarily apart. You have to look at everything. It is one that over time, though, presents a grinding frustration between two people, because there's almost this finger wagging quality from the Saturn person when it comes to the impulsivity, the actions, the attraction of the Mars person. So there can be a real stop and go effect also to the sexuality, where this couple has it's almost like trying to drive a sex life with the brakes on. So there's this hot and not kind of energy, and there's almost a stop and go quality to the actual sexual relating when we have this conjunction. So it's one that is found, it's not common in the charts of long-term relationships, but it is not rare. This is one that will often have people in the couples therapist office, because there is a real mismatch when it comes to, you have to look at everything, because we could be, really awesomely matched in other areas, but I only talk about one thing at a time here. They could be mismatched when it comes to their sexual timing and their sense of play. So that is Mars conjunct Saturn in Synastry. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so, and I will be back with more super cool videos very soon. You can find me on You can find me on the internet at truthinAspectAstrology.com. You can find me on Facebook at Truth in Aspect Astrology, where I do lots of writing, articles, daily astro weather forecasts, birthday descriptions, all kinds of fun stuff going on over there. Yes, I do private consultation, email for an appointment, and we will hook up, and we'll be back super, super soon. Bye-bye.